Hello, today and welcome. We are going to learn how to drive. Duck, dodge, drip, ride, and drive. Yeah. So, first, you got to know what kind of vehicle you are in. Is it a Toyota? Is it a Ford F 150? Is it a truck or a SUV? Now, that'll determine how the seating looks like and the interior looks like. You got to be aware of the controls. Where's the heating? Where's the radio? Where's the mirrors and the storage? Um, how many people can fit? How comfortable it is? Um, and the throttle response. How fast it accelerates, how long it takes to brake, the angle radius of turning diameter, how wide it turns, how tall it is, how much horsepower it can have, how much it can carry, how steep of a hill it can go up and go down and brake. So these are some things to get used to as you learn your new vehicle. Now there are three areas to driving: control, speed, and monitoring. Let's start off with monitoring. You got to just look at your dashboard, see your meters, your speedometer mainly. Sometimes you look at the odometer to see how much gas you have left, your fuel gauge. Then you look at the mirrors. Always know around you who's in your blind spot. When changing lanes, you gotta look over your shoulder, look in both mirrors, and you gotta change with speed. You gotta change with speed. So you always gotta speed up when you change if it's safe. You don't want to cut anybody off, but you want to change with speed. That's why, especially when driving on the highway, you need a car with some horsepower. Because in pedestrian cities, it's okay to drive nice, slowly, and relaxed. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. But if you're going fast on the highway, you need a car that can really rip it because it's not safe. If you're slowing everybody down and then you want to change lanes, you want to reach an exit, you're not going to be able to do it to merge with other lanes because you're too goddamn slow. So you really need to have speed on the highway because everybody today is driving fast cars and you got to speed up to change lanes, especially because no one's doing the speed limit either. So if it says 100, everyone's going 120. If it says 80, everybody's going 100. And some people are going even more. And the left lanes are fast, the right lanes are slower. Generally, you won't have a problem with merging initially to get onto the highway because everybody steers the fuck away from that area because they know that's where the people are coming onto the highway and leaving the highway. One thing you gotta keep in mind is when you're going really fast and the highway's coming to an end, you gotta slow down really a lot earlier. Because if it's a sharp turn or a stop and you're going really fast and you don't slow down in time, boom, you're gonna crash. You're gonna crash, you're gonna turn, you're gonna roll over. You really gotta slow down damn well early when you're coming off the highway or coming up to a stoplight or something like that. You need a shitload of room to slow down. Yeah, so you look at the radio, you look at your meters, your temperature. Are you nice and cool, relaxed? Is your windows open? Then you got to read all the signs and the speed limits. And if you're using Google Maps on your phone, understand your route, where you are, the traffic. You always got to watch out for traffic, watch out for other vehicles. Always look out for pedestrians when you're turning. Always. That's the last thing. You got to repeatedly do that because when you're waiting at a light, and then it's finally your turn to go, boom, a new pedestrian just showed up or a bicycle just showed up. Especially you gotta look out for bicycles because they come down the side of the street and they're so fast and you always miss them, and bicycles are crazy. Then you gotta have some control over your car, the gas and the brake. One cool thing is you want to brake with passion. You want to brake with passion. So when you're coming up to a brake, you don't want to go like this and then and stop it and you're like that, you know? So you want to go zzz, and then you're nice and calm. And then you speed up. You don't want to go zoom like that unless you got to pass somebody. You go zoom, you know? So that's the gas and the brake. Be comfortable. That's why I like city driving. City driving is nice and calm. Your foot's very nice and relaxed. You're on the gas, you're on the brake, your hands are on the steering wheel, you're free to do other shit. Play with the radio, the mirrors, the look at look at the song that's playing. You know, watch all the meters, enjoy the scenery, look at the buildings, watch the pedestrians and the cars and the other vehicles and the road, and it's very nice and relaxing. When you go either on an empty country road that's kind of like medium speed, like 60 miles an hour, 80 kilometers an hour, or just city zone, 50 kilometers an hour, 30, 40 miles per hour. Those are the best times. Highway is just too risky. Highway is just annoying because although you're going the speed limit, everybody's going too damn fast, and it's a goddamn race. It's a goddamn race. Your heart is beating. You don't know if there's going to be an accident. You got to watch everybody around you. You got to merge with other lanes. Highway is just a race. But a nice country road, that's a good time. That's a good time. And then it's all about your feet, hands, eyes, and concentration. So concentrating, looking, steering, and gas braking. And if you're using a manual car, you got to use the shift and the clutch. And that's all there is to it. When you steer, make sure you try and stay in the middle of the goddamn road, the middle of the lane. Don't drive along the edges, along the curbs. When you see a speed bump, go slowly. Go around potholes. Give other cars space. Take proper precaution when you're steering. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.